Yeah, you share
Okay.
this video with your friends. Anybody who is a tutor or in a freelance industry, very, very helpful. Yeah.
Daniel is so nice. Thank you, Daniel. Eugene, yes, Eugene also handsome.
Thank you, Daniel. Too bad you're a guy, Girl will make me happier. Yeah, okay, let me share with you the second tip. Also starting with the letter S, okay? And it's not sexy, it's style. Okay. Style. Yeah, so this I think this one many people struggle with this. Because if you ask a tutor to improve his substance, I think they will do it at a drop of a hat. They'll say, hey, you're right. I need to have more ecosystem knowledge. I need to learn more about what professions our children, our students will take. But is it style? Ayo, don't waste time lah. This kind of fluffy thing, airy-fairy, don't waste my time. Okay, I would like to challenge everybody to think, every time you buy something, right? Let's say your shoes. You can get very, very cheap shoes from Bata, right? Buy and throw away, BATA. Yeah. Or you can get from, like, not even Bata, like some unknown shop from Void Deck or some, shop house. Very cheap. All the white shoes. Why do we spend $200, $300 buying Nike, Adidas? Right? Don't tell me, because the quality is good. Don't bluff lah. Don't bluff. Okay. All of us know that after wearing 1-2 years, you will change your shoe anyway, no matter how much you pay for your shoe. And you really want to save money, you should buy the cheapest possible shoe. Why do we spend $200-$300 buying Nike and Adidas? Even restaurants, if you really want to save money, why don't you eat cai peng every day? All the unbranded cai peng. Why do you go for Crystal Jade, Din Tai Fung? All these branded restaurants. How about car? You go and buy Proton Saga lah. Proton Saga. I mean, it gets you from point A to point B. Or just go for BMW, which is a bus, MRT, and walk. Why do you need to buy Mercedes or even Toyota? Is a very, very good brand, right? Why do we buy branded cars? Why don't we just buy the cheapest possible car? So let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, we all know that we actually are affected by the style of brands.
The style of brands.
Restaurants for school bags, even school bags. Okay, even tuition agencies, come on. Like, do you know how much money big tuition agencies like in United Square, who shall go unnamed, how much they charge? And yet parents just part with their money and send kids there with the chandelier, with the marble top, with the funny pass that can make walls open. I mean, we all know which tuition center.
Yes.
And seriously, is it because of the quality of the tutors? Come on. Be honest with ourselves. It's for the 5-star ambience. Like, you go there, you feel like, wow, 我心甘情愿还几千块, like, because you feel like you're staying in Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Every time you send your kids there, you feel like, wow, you're staying in W Hotel. Because of the style. So the problem with most of us as solopreneur is that we think we don't need a style. And then we continue to complain under the table that, they got money, what? Of course they can have marble top. If I got money, I also got marble top. But then we start to behave in a very whiny, groany way. We can actually have a style without the marble top, without the chandelier, without the huge Just Do It advertisements in Olympics. We just have to craft our unique personality.
Yes. Good.
Unique
okay,
personality.
Eugene,
Yes.
Okay, I want to interject here. Okay, because I feel that style is important. You are right, with chandelier, with all the automatic door that open with a pass. Okay, however, right, I believe that it also must be built on certain substance. So if you don't have substance, right, your style crumbles very easily.
That's why I share in this sequence. I didn't share style first. Without substance, no A, no S, no K, please don't develop a style. Right? A tutor with very strong style, that means, wow, everybody loves you, you dress well, you have a nice logo like this one, and then people go to your house, like, you got chandelier, you got marble top, but you have no positive attitude, you have no skills to engage the student, and you have no knowledge on the industry, this is called a scam.
Also start with S.
Also, yeah. So please do not become a scam, right? Don't develop your style without substance. I'm going to assume that most of the people watching now have substance to start with, okay? And now what I want to say is, please, it is time to develop your style also. Don't just stay at the substance, okay? Develop your style. Style is really that extra edge. You know, it's that extra 5 centimeter when you win Olympics. You know, that 5 centimeter is what makes a gold champion a champion. And then that 5 centimeter is what makes a silver a silver. You know, why would you want to purposely do without style if you know it can help you gain that extra edge? I mean, why do I spend time and money designing a logo? Eugene Seah is Eugene Seah with or without logo. Why do I have a hashtag, sales to abundance? This is my style. You know, people know me by my hashtag. They know that this hashtag represents who I am as a human being. That Eugene Seah is always going to say yes to abundance in any situation. So this is my style. You know, people know that I'm stylish, that I have a premium logo, that I mean business, that I'm very professional when I deal with my clients. So that is my style. So, and people know for sure that I'm always humorous and inspirational at the same time. I will never compromise humor for inspiration and never inspiration for humor. These two always go hand in hand. Even during this interview, you can see that. So that's my unique style.
Yes. Actually, that's really hard. Humor and inspiration. I think you have done it. You have done something really hard.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's inspiration, because I've been in the insurance industry for 6 years. So I've listened to many audio tapes and attended many seminars. Sometimes people who are inspirational, right, it tend to be very heavy, and you feel a bit like my heart cannot take it, that kind of thing. But to make people laugh and at the same time you inspire people, I think that is an art and science, and I think you have got it. You have got the
thank you. Balance. It is a left brain and right brain combined. You know, that is my personal ASK lah. You know, and I translate my substance of all my financial knowledge and all my corporate experience and all the studies I had in Hwa Chong and in NTU. I combine them with my life story and my personality and my values, so that these two combined together has chemistry.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so to transfer that to tutors, I would like to challenge all the tutors watching this either now or in the future to write down how would you want parents to describe you when you are not there in the house, when you are not logged on to Zoom or any online platform. You know, when their kids and parents are talking about you, like, hey, should we continue with the tuition? What are the parents describing? You know, write down some of the words. Okay, I give you a few multiple choice. Do you want the parents to say, oh, Jason is really, really very caring. You know, I can sense this sincere care flowing out from his heart for my children. You know, if you want caring to be one of your style, then it has to be intentional, right? Of course, the substance must have caring in it. Yeah, but how do you transfer caring into a style? You know, it's the color that you use, you know, kind of shirt that you wear, you know, what kind of logo do you show? Does your logo show someone very caring, very approachable, or someone very scientific and cold, right? So a logo tells 1,000 words. Like, I mean, look at your PIE logo. You know, PIE logo looks on the scientific side, right? Venn diagram, you know, with 4 elements combined into one.
Actually, the PIE logo, right, is inspired by a talk that I was invited by you. If you look carefully, it's a Ikigai logo.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we wanted our tutors to have Ikigai, you know, to be able to be profitable and impactful, to do something meaningful while earning money.
I love that.
Yeah, and then it's a key it's a key to. We joke that it looks like POSB, so it looks trustworthy.
It also looks like People's Association. Yeah, but don't get me. True. Okay, but my point is, every single logo, every single color emotes a certain emotion and style. Right?
Yes.
Like your choice of blue, for example, would tell people this is very stable, very trustworthy. if you had chosen hot pink, for example, then people will think that, wow, this is must be very fun-loving. The teachers probably come with
then we need to dye our hair already.
Fun hairstyle. I know for a fact, like people like Eugene does that. I went to his tuition center, and then there are all these tutors with black suit and punk hairstyle and tattoo and there high five me. This was pre-COVID-19, so they could high five lah. Yeah, if not, I would have called the police. And then I'm thinking like, wow, so happening. Even the design of the center is happening. It's I think a very grungy, funky kind of wall. So all these are the kind of style that he purposely wants to emote to people. Just like the United Square one wants to emote 5-class hotel style. Right? And some people want to emote a very Google, relaxed, very technology savvy style, like throw beanbag here and there, and then have iPads here and there. So everybody needs to do reverse engineering. That means, how would you want people to describe you as a tutor? Start from that. And then reverse engineer and start creating the style that will make people describe you as caring. And make people describe you as, for example, fun-loving. Right. So you always bring card games to your kids all the time and say, hey, come, ditch your assessment paper. Let's start with some card game. Can you imagine you start performing magic? Say, hey, come.
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you, there will be a long queue, man. The kids will be requesting and begging for tuition. I say, Mommy, can I go for tuition now? Why are you suddenly so excited about tuition?
I think we need to share a link to a magic class in the comment section already.
I happen to know the president of the Brotherhood of Magicians. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I know people who, while halfway through giving a speech on stage, they perform magic. Yeah. That's the kind of style they want. They're not even a professional magician, they are a professional speaker and coach. Yeah, but they use magic as their style.
Okay. I see. So people remember them that this is the one and only speaker that perform magic on stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I see.
it could be fun-loving, it could be caring, or it could be inspirational. Right? That means as you want to be inspirational, then every single session you will always choose to give some compliments to your student. Very, very intentional. You even write cards to say like, oh, last week when I saw you do your assessment, you remind me of Bill Gates. The student thinks like, what? I remind you of Bill Gates. Your grit and your resilience. So you are always inspiring the students through intentional praise.
Okay. I see. Yeah, I do. I must thank you for this reminder, because sometimes, right, we're under tutors like us, right? We're under the pressure to deliver, right? So, we are behind by one chapter. We better do cover more. So we forget about what we make other people feel.
Yes.
We want to cover more topics. We want to solve more questions, right? Then we forgot about how do they feel when they walk away from the tuition.
Yes.
Really important. To our educators out there, if you have any kind of feeling that you want to transmit to the parents and students, right? So you can work backward from there, and then if you don't know how to do that, maybe you can drop a question and then ask them, how do I transfer this feeling? How do I create this feeling of whatever? All right.
Yes,
then maybe we can come to that for Q&A.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to tip number 3. What is tip number 3?
Just to make tip number 2 more concrete, I'm going to share 3 letters also. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I have 3 letters for almost everything.
Okay,
so I call it the VIP style.
Oh, VIP, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So V is for visual. What do people see when they are online with you? Now, like, do they see a nice logo? Do they see a slogan? Or do they see your house? Yeah, so it's very important to have the correct visuals in front of people.
Right. Okay, good. Lucky I buy the green screen.
I'm a bit lazy today. I just wear a normal Uniqlo t-shirt. But imagine if you really want to build a brand, then you might print your own t-shirt, right? Yeah. So visually, people always see like succeed with Jason. Yeah, let's say. So then people are subconsciously reminded of that, just like McDonald's, M is everywhere. no matter how well branded they are, they still keep pumping millions and millions every year to put M everywhere. Because they know that visual reminder is very, very important. You know that the consumer market is very fickle. Anytime they can forget about you after 2 months of not seeing you.
Okay.
Okay, so visual.
Yes.
I is for your identity. Identity. So when people ask you, hey Jason, what do? You say, oh, I'm a maths tutor. Then you can hear cricket. You know, like when I first entered this industry, I was in 39, imagine, 39 mid-career change, right? Then they say, Eugene, what do you do? I said, I'm a freelance trainer. And then, nobody wants to have coffee with a freelance trainer, come on. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I changed the way I describe myself, I say I'm a personal branding coach. Suddenly, I got a lot of people who want to meet me for coffee. I mean, like now you want to interview me because I'm not a freelance trainer. I'm a personal branding coach.
Yeah, in fact, you say you're a freelance trainer. I also don't know what you train in. It doesn't give me any information. I cannot engage you. I cannot engage you.
Some people say I'm a soft skills trainer or I'm a WSQ trainer. You know, you might as well just tell people, thank you for meeting me. Please don't contact me anymore. Yeah, just tell people directly.
So there's no talking point if you talk like that.
Yeah, there's no talking point. There's no, I call it, there's no emotional anchor. You're not planting an anchor into people's brain. You're like just putting a feather on his head. The moment you leave the room, a gush of wind comes, the feather is gone. Then they say, hey, did I meet Jason before? Did I meet Eugene before? Can't really remember. Yeah, so I is for identity. How do you describe your identity to people? Like, for example, if you say, I'm the founder of the Profitable, Impactful Educators, well, then people have more reason to meet you now rather than I'm a maths tutor. So when I first started, right, I earned next to nothing, by the way, right? And then people say, hey, what do you do? I said, I'm the founder of Superbrand Club. Suddenly, it sounds so important.
So people will know about branding. They will consult you for branding stuff.
Yeah, and I look like someone important because, hey, I'm the founder of a club. No joke. Got Pocket Country Club and got Superbrand Club. Wow.
So the word founder is also very impressive. It connotes certain, you are able to be original and then you start a movement kind of thing.
Yeah, you're a tribe leader. There are people under you. Yeah, so it's very important. So that's the I. V is visual, I is identity, P is your presence, which is what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, that means, do you have a fun-loving presence? Do you have a caring presence? Do you have an inspirational presence? When people are not in front of you, what do they say about your presence, about the emotion you give out behind your back?
Okay. Presence. Well, this is a bit abstract. So presence is the kind of emotion that you invoke in people, is it?
When you're not there, yes.
Oh, okay.
In the corporate world, they like to call it executive presence.
Oh.
Yeah, they like to use this phrase because some people have the title of managing director on their name card, but they don't behave like a managing director in the meeting room.
Right.
And a lot of people just climb over them. They look like very shy and say, hey, hi guys, keep quiet, we're about to start the meeting. Hey, please listen to me. Like some principal also. Like some principal stand on stage during assembly, immediately have the principal kind of presence. Like, hey, dear students, I'm here today to present to you our O-level results. Give yourself a round of applause for doing very well, right? And then someone is like, testing. Is the mic working? Hello? Can you hear me? How can be principal like that? So this is the kind of presence that you give to people when you're there, and when you're not there, then you leave a lingering presence in a room even after you have left. Can you imagine Lee Kuan Yew after leaving NTU Assembly Hall? the kind of lingering effect he has in the room. That is present.
Right. And I think sometimes, right, we are undeniably we are living in the age of online media. Many things are done online. So we have social media, we have videos and all these things, right? So sometimes I think as tutors, we might be the kindest person, we might be the most patient or encouraging persons when we are face to face. But how do we project this kind of presence on media?
We need practice. So for example, it is very intentional of me to do this. Most people put their hands down throughout a whole interview. You interview people week after week. Right? I've met many people so far who can go through one whole hour interview without seeing their hands. I start to wonder, like, hey bro, do you have hands?
Maybe when you start doing that,
it needs to be intentional, because it takes quite an effort to lift up your hands all the way to the video. Because my usual position of my hands is around here, which gesturing is as good as not gesturing. So I need to do this in order for you to see, which actually in a real life situation is very awkward because my hands are very near to my face. But in a video situation, it's not awkward, right?
Okay.
It's very natural.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so this is the kind of intentional presence, like leaning forward to whisper. I said, hey, Jason, you want to know the third S of the 3S framework? Right? Yeah, so we need to build a kind of presence, not like talk loudly all the time. I want to tell you about personal branding, blah, 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 blah. People get tired listening to you. Or like monotonous. Like today, we're here to talk about the 3S of personal branding. The first S is substance. Well, then the whole thing monotonous like this. If you go to a hospital and you hear a monotone, it means the person died already.
Yes. So you actually think through all these things, right? Like how would you appear online during interviews and all these things?
I mean, I'm very thankful I studied mass comm, and that's where my mass comm comes in. Yeah, because in mass comm we learn things like visual framing. Like should you see my shoulder or should you not see my shoulder? Like throughout my whole interview, I'm like that. A bit strange, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, a bit strange. Yeah.
And then some people are very low. They don't even know they are low. So they can go to. Can you imagine my whole interview is like that? Like basically half the screen is empty space. And they don't even know. I mean, you just go to any restaurant and test the waiter. You pass the phone to the waiter and say, hey, take a picture of our group. Then you know whether the person has a sense of visual or not. I'm very sure sometimes the picture they take has a lot of floor space. Some of them has a lot of head space. A lot of people actually don't know how to frame a photograph using a smartphone.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're right.
So we leave a bit of space, right? You cannot be too near the top until people feel uncomfortable, like the ceiling is knocking on your head.
Okay.
That's nice. There is a small space above your head. People feel a bit comfortable with you. So everything has to be intentional. Nothing is accidental here. Some people shoot up. The camera is at this angle. So you feel like you're looking up at them, right? Like a giant.
Yeah.
So the best
staring down at you.
Yeah, eye level is the best. And you need to, I bought a table just to lift up my laptop because the natural position of laptop is near your hands, not near your face.
True.
Right. So people end up looking down at the camera, because it's below.
Okay.
So everything has to be crafted. In fact, I even bought another table so that I can stand up to give a keynote speech sometimes. Now it's but because sitting down has a certain kind of presence and standing up has a certain kind of presence.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it projects more energy when you're standing up.
Yeah.
Okay. And especially, I think sometimes we are just too focused on the things that we want to say, and then we forgot about all these subtle things like the gap between the top of your head and the top of the screen and things like that. Yeah.
Well, so substance, we forgot about our style.
Yes. Indeed. Okay, great. Eugene, What about the third one? I'm very curious to know about the third one. What's the third T?
It also starts with S, okay, and it's story.